to City Option Board meeting is 6:10 p.m. Tuesday, December 9, 2025.
They're on. They're supposed to. What you gonna do without me?
What am I going to do without the mayor pro temp? I don't know. Okay,
There you go.
we proceed to a roll call by the city clerk.
Commissioner Quan Bridges,
I'm here.
Commissioner Scotty Brooks,
Here.
Commissioner Seth Lumpkins,
Present.
Commissioner Curtis McRae,
Present.
Commissioner John Toby,
Here.
Commissioner Carlos Velez,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Patricia Fields,
Here.
Mayor Guillermo Nurse,
Here.
Attorney James Thomas Burnett,
Here.
City Manager Brent Taylor,
Here.
City Clerk Cynthia Bowen here.
I'd like to invite Bishop Betts to lead us in prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Scotty Brooks.
We bow our heads.
Oh.
Eternal God. Eternal God, we come at the beginning of this meeting to acknowledge your presence and to seek your guidance. Citizens of this great city, we thank you for the privilege and opportunity all of us to serve. We thank you for the trust that the citizens have placed in these leaders, newly elected officials and our incumbents. Lord, we ask you to bless our mayor, each commissioner, our city manager, our city attorney, each and every staff member. Bless them with the kind of wisdom that rises above personal interests. Grant our leaders with clarity of thought as they consider the important matters that will come before them. Strengthen them with patience, humility, integrity as the work they go through each and every day. And dear God, hold each one in the hollow of your hand. Be their leader, and be their guide. And our God in heaven, we ask you to bless every family who calls this great city home. Protect our first responders. Uplift our educators. Encourage our local businesses. And meet the needs of our most vulnerable among us. Be their lead, be their guide. Hold them in the hollow of your hand. Eternal God, we ask that you would touch our leaders in such a fashion that they would lead with cooperation. Let cooperation prevail in their meetings. Let respect shape each discussion. And let unity guide their efforts. May their decisions contribute to the safety, the progress, and the quality of everyone in our community. Be their lead and be their guide. And finally, God, we quote Micah 6:8. As the prophet says, he has showed thee, O man, what is good. What does the Lord require of thee? But to do justly, but to love mercy, and walk humbly with the Lord thy God. In Jesus' strong and mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I would ask if everyone would stand and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
That's okay.
At this time, we will consider adjustment 2 and approval of tonight's agenda. Are there any adjustments? Is there a motion to accept the agenda?
I make a motion we accept the agenda.
Motion by Commissioner Toby. Is there a second? second by Commissioner Lumpkins. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Opening remarks by City Clerk.
In order to provide for the highest standards of behavior and transparency in governance, the Board of Commissioners has approved a code of ethics to establish guidelines for ethical standards for board members and to provide guidance in determining appropriate conduct. Among those, board members should avoid impropriety in the exercise of their official duties and should conduct the affairs of the board in an open and public manner. The mayor now inquires whether any board member knows of any conflict of interest or appearance of conflict with respect to the matters before the board. If any board member knows of a conflict of interest or the appearance of a conflict, please state so at this time. The record will note no conflicts. Citizens may speak on agenda as well as non-agenda items at this time. Citizens wishing to address the board should have registered their name, address, and the subject they wish to address with the city clerk prior to the beginning of the meeting. In an effort to maintain order and decorum, we would encourage speakers to be courteous and respectful during this portion of the meeting in which citizen input is heard. Please refrain from profanity, inappropriate gestures, insults, personal attacks, or accusations. Each presentation will be limited to 3 minutes.
I'll call Mr. Jason Duncan. See. Right here.
First and foremost, I just want to congratulate everybody who actually won the election. I'm very, very honored to have worked on so many campaigns. I can say that this is a beautiful thing that we have as far as like this new set of commissions that we have. It actually represents what Oxford looks like. I'm sorry. The new commission actually looks like what Oxford actually looks like. We are a city of very different ethnicities, different ideologies, different ideas. And we finally get to move in a way that everybody can be taken care of and everybody can be seen. So I just want to say thank you for everybody who ran. Thanks to Mayor Nurse for actually giving me the opportunity to speak. And let's just continue to move Oxford forward in the way that we need and the way we've always wanted to. Just thank you all for your time.
I'd like to call Dr. Brenda Hester Gregory.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, and many of you do, I am Dr. Brenda Hester Gregory. I was born and raised in Oxford. I'm now a resident of Raleigh, but want you to know that Oxford will always be my home. I'm a member of Greater New Hope Baptist Church here in Oxford, and I'm here quite often. As a matter of fact, my husband teases me about being here more than I'm at home, and that is how much I love Oxford. I'm here because of Oxford and its residents. There are 4 words to describe the swearing-in ceremony for the leadership of Oxford. It's not about holding on to offices, but about serving all the citizens of Oxford. And these 4 words are unity, positive change, diversity, and inclusion. There should be inclusion between these newly elected officers and sitting officials as they work together and complete tasks that were started and to implement new ones. Always remembering that your work is for all the citizens of Oxford. Positive change. There are many positive changes that have been made here. However, positive progress needs to be continued. There is a need to embrace thoughtful planning, community and education partnership for all citizens, not just some. Diversity has become one of the greatest assets of Oxford. As you look around, you can see you have embraced diversity. And I should say we have embraced diversity, not only within the walls of City Hall, but also throughout the community. Diversity leads me to the fourth word, which is inclusion. Every citizen of Oxford's voice should be heard, no matter what their socioeconomic status is. As I ride through Oxford, which is often, I see the beautification of some communities and others that are lacking. Newly elected and sitting officials, be visible. Visit neighborhoods. Let them know that you are concerned and willing to hear their concerns and work to implement them and to betterment their communities. Live up to your campaign promise. Let's celebrate with new beginnings. This task ahead will not be easy, but together it can be accomplished. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for all the elected officials and even those who are not going to be here anymore, but you are here because you're a part of Oxford and you have thoughts and ideas that you still can pass on. Just be visible is the main thing. Thank you so much.
I believe, what was that?
Public comment.
This time we'll move to city business. We have a few items we need to get this board to conclude. So the first item of business tonight is consider accepting the official results of the municipal election held on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Staff recommends accepting results of the 2025 municipal election. Is there a motion to accept the results of the 2025 election?
Make a motion to accept the election results as written.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Tolby, a second by Mayor Pro Tem. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 3.2, consider adopting the attached resolution to direct city clerk to certify the sufficiency of non-contingent.
Investigate. It has to be investigate, like I wrote.
Let's investigate.
It's not in there. Right here, investigate.
That's weird. I'll get it. Adoption of resolution to direct city clerk to certify the sufficiency of non-contingent annexation request by JSW Partners to annex 85 plus or minus acres located in Outer Loop backing up the Hornet Sign Road. Staff recommends adopting the attached resolution directing the city clerk to investigate the sufficiency of the annexation. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Bridges. There's a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gray. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 3.3, consider calling for a public hearing to be held at the January regular meeting for a conditional rezoning request by JSW Partners involving 85 acres from our residential agriculture to general residential. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Lumpkins, there's a second.
Second.
second by Commissioner Velez. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 4, consent agenda. Consider accepting the November 2025 financial report. Approve the November 2025 minutes. There's only 2 consent. Okay. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Toby. Second by Commissioner Brooks. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. At this time, we get to a point where we're going to recognize the outgoing board members who have served very well. Outstanding. I'm not sure what I'm going to do without having the mayor pro temp next to me for the next 2 years, but it's been wonderful. And is there anyone here to speak on your behalf? Anyone would like to take and speak on behalf of,
How can you speak on behalf of Pat? Pat's always, or I should say Mayor Pro Tem. I've worked with Pat for a number of years now, on the board and on the zoning board. She's just a wonderful person. She calms things down. She will listen to everybody and get a consensus before making a decision. Personally, I'm going to miss her greatly. I really am, but you're not going anywhere.
Sure ain't.
You said that, and I'm sure you're going to be out in the audience bugging us from time to time, and we're going to appreciate that as well. So thank you very, very much, Pat. And thank you very much to Commissioner Lumpkins. He's done a stellar job, especially with the airport authority, and hopefully we can convince him to carry on with that some way today. And I want to thank him very, very much for all he's done for this city and these residents.
the other anybody else would like to speak something? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Pat Fields. We have sat together on this board for many years. She has, kicked me under the table a few times. And I just appreciate her love for this community. I see Pat in other forums, like at her church and with her family. And it is just amazing the great love she has for the city of Oxford, for this community. Her family has always been supportive in many ways. And, seeing you go, Pat, but on your own terms, is tough, but I recognize that sometimes we have to make decisions that's in our best interest at that moment. And so I just thank you for your service. I thank you for all the times you called me and said, come, Quan, to some function or something like that. I do appreciate that. Seth Lumpkin, Seth will tell you that I was angry with him when he made the decision not to run again. He served one term, and what I like about Seth is he simply is just a good man. He is a fair person. He believes that all citizens ought to be treated fairly. And he and I have had a number of conversations about, decisions this board has to make. And I just appreciate your advice, Seth. And I appreciate the fact that you are a person who believes that all citizens in the city of Oxford should be served. Thank you.
Yeah, if I could, Mayor Pro Tem Fields,
I greatly appreciate all that you have done. I greatly appreciate the mentorship. I appreciate the leadership that you provided as a new commissioner coming in. I'm quite sure you got tired of me calling and asking and just getting your expert advice. And it is greatly appreciated. It was greatly appreciated then, and even more so now. Pray that God continues to order your steps. I'm quite sure that you will be, while you may not be here on the board, I'm quite sure we'll still be seeing you at the meetings, and actually we welcome that. And yes, ma'am, you still will be getting those calls periodically if it's all right with you.
That's fine.
Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Lumpkin, my neighbor, really appreciate you as well. Like I said, just coming on the board, you were very instrumental in kind of guiding and leading me as well. One of the things that I greatly respect the most about you, Commissioner, is your calm on the fire. I mean, I've never seen you, lose it. Even when, things didn't, when things got preheated, you always were able to maintain that even keel. So I greatly appreciate that, and pray that I'll, do the same thing as well. But again, thank you so much for your service, what you are doing and what you will be doing. Fortunately, like I say, we're neighbors, so I'm quite sure we'll still be I'm in contact. So instead of running down and making the call to Mayor Pro Tem, I just can walk down a couple of streets and we'll chop it up a little bit. So yeah, thank you so much for all that you've done and what you will continue to do. Yes, sir.
Mayor Pro Tem, thank you for your years of service to our wonderful city. Your parting shot was a very good one. You wanted more girl power, and you got it. You conjured that one right up. You've been talking about it for a little while, and it happened. So congratulations, and on all your future endeavors. I wish you well. Commissioner Lumpkins, I too was mad when I found out. That's why you waited to tell me, like to the very last minute, that you were not running for office. But you have been a very, very, very good friend of me on this board. You have showed me how to be a commissioner, sitting beside you. You've answered my calls when I've had questions. And like Curtis said, if I could sum you up in 3 words, I would say facts over feelings. Even when it gets heated, you're able to weed through the feelings, weed through the weeds, and get down to business. And that's the thing about you I appreciate the most, and it's something I'm going to miss the most. So thank you for all your service. I'm sure your family will be happy that you'll be at home. But we're going to miss you mightily, and thank you for all of your service to this city. Thank you.
When you come on this board, you know a lot of the commissioners, people who sit on this board. Some of them you have relationships with, some of them you rarely have relationships with prior to coming on board. But one thing I've learned is that when you come on the board, whether you want to have a relationship or you don't, you're going to have no choice. And you come on here and you work your hardest to build great relationships. These past 2 years, I knew Commissioner Mayor Pro Tem Fields prior to coming on the board, but that's very seldom, And but we have managed to build a relationship these past 2 years. We have managed to be able to work together, get things done. And I appreciate her years of service, everything that she's done for this board and for the city. One thing about it is that I know how to make her laugh. She knows how to make me laugh, but I also know how to make her eyes roll. And I remember the first time she did it, I said, Mayor Pro Tem, I said, I'm married to a black woman. I know what that means. But I'm gonna miss her. These past 2 years we had made a nice relationship and a foundation for ourselves. And Commissioner Lumpkins, I'm gonna miss you. You know, when we came on the board, you got sandwiched between me and Curtis. You know, we was new to this whole commissioner thing, and you took on the task. It wasn't a task that was assigned to you, but you made it a task for yourself. You know, whenever I had questions, or Curtis had questions, you didn't mind answering it. And I know it probably created a headache every once in a while, but you worked your way through it. And I call Commissioner Lumpkins my twin because we just one day apart on our birthdays. And so I tell him all the time, I said, I don't know how we so different. You know, I talk a lot. Seth don't talk as much. You know, he's more cool-headed. I'm more hot-headed at times. You know, but it's the foundation to a good relationship, and I'm definitely gonna miss him. And I understand as a father why you made the decision that you made. You know, you put family as your priority and over everything. And as a father myself, and as any father who's on this board, all we can do is just respect your decision. And we definitely gonna miss you and Mayor Pro Tem.
I can speak all day on relationship with both commissioners, but the biggest issue I had with the Mayor Pro Temp is convincing her the Navy is the best branch in the armed forces.
No.
And we're fighting
No.
about that every day.
No.
Thank you very much for your wisdom. Thank you. Just like Commissioner Bridges, I got elbows, I got need, I got everything. Thank you very much. And you're not going too far, so
No, I'm not.
we know where you live and we have your number, so we'll be calling you. The other individual, the young man, I think when I moved into Oxford, God decided he wanted me to have the perfect neighbors. And they put me next to the Lumpkins family. Tim, Tracy, they took us on from the time we moved the first day. And we have been good neighbors since that. Seth, Abby, and Mr. Lumpy's not here today. Big Lump is out here today, it's his grandfather. But one thing about Seth is I relied on him for a lot of advice constantly. And I never know when he's serious or when he's smiling because his face never changes. You can't tell if he's mad or he's not. But this man is supposed to be something great. He's not finished. He will remain on the board in a sense. He will continue to be the chairing the committee for the airport for the city. Has asked for that position and we granted that to him. And again, he's going to be here with us. And I have many reasons to call him because I can see him when he comes to visit his parents. And one thing I love about my neighbors, both the Lumpkins and the Khans, the little kids learn to say my name right off the top. They all can say Guillermo. Some people call me Elmo, whatever they want to call me. But the kids can always say my name, and I love that. Thank you very much. Let's continue. Is anyone from the offices, Congressman Don Davis here today? And Barisha's here, and Mr. Two of you can please come up here and
Press the button on the speaker. On the microphone.
Good evening, Oxford.
Good evening.
I don't know how much I need a microphone to talk. I can't make it stay on, so you're going to hear me yell. It's a pleasure to be back before this board this evening. It doesn't work. I don't know. It's only because I'm here and I've been yelling about the PA system here at City Hall for 4 years while I was commissioner.
You always have to hold it.
I know, and I'm not going to. as I said, it's a pleasure to be here this evening and to honor two wonderful outgoing commissioners, Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioner Lumpkins. It's an absolute honor. Commissioner Lumpkins and I started our political careers together. We ran at the same time 4 years ago for the board here in Oxford and served together on this board. And I learned a lot from Seth. I think we were a bit of a yin and yang outfit. Seth was always calm and stoic and always had the right thing to say, and I was somewhere between raising hell and pitching a fit. But we worked out well together, and I learned a lot from Seth. And I can tell you one thing, particularly in today's environment, they don't come any better than Seth Lumpkins when it comes to running a campaign and being an elected official. He is fair, he is kind, he is honest, and he never has a bad word to say about anybody. And for those of us in our profession, we could all take a lesson from that. And it's sad to see you go, Seth. You've meant a lot to this board. You've brought a lot to this community, and you will continue to do so with the Airport Authority. I'm excited to hear that you'll be staying on with them. But we definitely appreciate you and everything you've done. Mayor Pro Tem. Oh, boy. I'll say this about Mayor Pro Tem. It was about 4 years ago, about 3-4 years ago. I don't remember exactly what I did. And bear in mind, I think everyone on this board knows I'll argue with the wall. It doesn't really matter who or what or why. I've had the opportunity to argue with the governor. I've had the opportunity to argue with Council of State. I've had the opportunity to argue with the Speaker of the House, senators, congressmen, and pretty much everyone. But there's been only one human being that's ever shut me down. That was Madam Pro Tem. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. I had done something where I kind of stepped on her toes, and I remember she called me one day at home and she said, "Baby." Long dramatic pause, just like that. She said, "Baby, you messed up." And I tell you what, I still haven't gotten over that. It's not every day when I walk into the General Assembly, I carry a little bit of Mayor Pro Tem with me because she has such a way about her and knows how to deal with stressful situations, how to deal with joyful situations. Doesn't really matter. You taught me a lot, and you shaped the way that I legislate. And I think the people of North Carolina are grateful to have had you. And the citizens of Oxford have been remarkably well served by your presence. If you two wouldn't mind joining us up here, I have a little gift for you.
Seth Lumpkins, with our sincere gratitude for your service as a City of Oxford Commissioner. Commissioner 12/14/2021 to 12/9/2025, City of Oxford.
Seth, going back up one more time. All right. On behalf of the state of North Carolina, Governor Josh Stein and myself, we present you with this flag flown above the Capitol on the 25th day of November 2025, signed by the governor himself.
All right, all right. Yeah, those are great honors, and I appreciate it. You know, it's been a good 4 years. I've learned a whole lot. Learned a lot about people, a lot about the city. You know what it takes to make the city function and provide services for all its citizens. And I've enjoyed it, and I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank all the commissioners, past and present, that I've had the pleasure to serve with. I want to thank the citizens, for giving me this opportunity. And I hope the decisions we make everything better for everybody. We definitely want to thank my family. I think my wife had to step out with my son, which is unfortunate because it's our 8th anniversary tonight. Yeah. So she's put up with me, and all of our late night meetings and phone calls, and all that comes with it. So I would definitely want to thank my family. Want to thank the city staff. I think all the credit goes to them, honestly. I mean, it's before I was a commissioner, I had no idea how much it actually took to make the city run the way it does. And so I want to thank them, and I still love to support the city staff as much as possible in any way that I can. They make our city safe. They make the water we drink safe. Make sure our toilets flush. And everything. There she is. Happy anniversary. Yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet. I've enjoyed my time. It's been a great 4 years, and I know I'm gonna forget to say something. But when I'm on the spot, but one thing is, it is kind of weird sitting up here and hearing nice things being said about you. So not used to that. I mentioned that to Mayor Pro Tem a minute ago. So. But yeah, no, thank you for everybody for being here and supporting us, and I'll still be around town. So thank you.
Presented to Patricia Fields with her sincere gratitude for your unwavering service to the city of Oxford as a commissioner and as mayor pro tem. Commissioner 12/10/2013 to 12/9/2025, city of Oxford.
Thank you.
Now, Mayor Pro Tem, you're not done yet. All righty, Mayor Pro Tem. On behalf of the state of North Carolina, Governor Josh Stein, and my office, we sincerely appreciate all of your service to the citizens of Oxford and to the citizens of North Carolina. And we sincerely thank you. This flag was flown in your honor also on November 25th, 2025, and presented to you.
Thank you.
And signed by the governor.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
See, I didn't get one.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I bring you greetings on behalf of the office of Congressman Don Davis, your U.S. representative in the House of Representatives. We are here today to honor a woman who has served 16 years in the city of Oxford, Patricia Fields. In her honor, we thought it not robbery to fly a flag over the U.S. Capitol, honoring all of her hard work and due diligence that's been done over these 16 years. We honor you, we thank you, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get you. I thought I had figured out what I was gonna say, but I've just been taken off keto. When I was approached about running for city commissioner, I ran from it. And finally, I told my pastor, Reverend Willie S. Darby, I've got to talk to God. And if God says go, I'll go. I went and I didn't know I was going to be here this long. It has been a pleasure, an esteemed honor to serve the citizens of Oxford. We did not dot all the I's. We did not cross all the T's, but we did the best we could. When I came on board, I was really outnumbered. And I made a comment one night that it was just too much testosterone up there. But I held my own. What I feel I brought to the board was wisdom. And anytime you have any organization where there is no wisdom, you know what happened to the people. I brought a calmness. Take it down a notch. You cannot accomplish anything in an argument, but you can get a lot done in a conversation. And you know how men are. To the board, I respect you, I appreciate you, and I am so forever grateful to you all. To whomever sits beside Judge Quan Bridges, bring some snacks, watch his candy count, make sure he don't eat too much chocolate, and every now and then give him a reminder call. He's busy in the courts, and sometimes he may miss a meeting time. So write this down, Karen. So give him a call. To you that are coming on the board, come on the board with the word we. Take out your vocabulary. It's no longer about the individual. It's about the city and the citizens of Oxford. To the citizens of Oxford, to the citizens of Oxford, this is not an easy task. It is extremely hard making a decision that will please almost 10,000 people. So please respect the board members, for they too are human. They too have feelings. They too love Oxford. So when you think about what you're gonna say, think first, how would I want somebody to say it to me? To the mayor, I don't know who's gonna kick you, but you know the Army always like kicking the Navy, so come on. To Mayor Guillermo Nurse, stay strong, stay vigilant, but as I told you in your office, stay yourself. If you stay yourself, you'll please God, and the rest will fall in place. To the board members that are staying, This is not your city. This belongs to all of us. So whatever you decide to do, let it be for the citizens of Oxford, from the youngest, and my pet peeve, please don't forget the oldest. Sometimes I think we forget about the seniors, but I want to tell you this, the seniors are the foundation of Oxford. So don't forget about us. Thank you all. Now, at the board meetings, sure would please them if they could see this big of a turnout. Come to the board meetings. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to adjourn for maybe 10, 15 minutes so we can get things, new members up on the board and get the process started. So we're going to take a little adjournment, 10, 15 minutes.
Mayor, one more thing I gotta do. Back to the city of Oxford. I give the laptop. Wait a minute. I give the key fob. And I give the jacket that was not cut for a female.
I plead the fifth on that one. Okay, we're going to take a little adjournment right here until we get things set up and get the new board in place to be sworn in. Give me 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Wow.
We do have refreshments, and we have some refreshments downstairs. You can go get some.
Yes. Nice.
You're gonna be missed, Pat.
I'm gonna miss you all. I'm gonna miss you all.
Commissioner Fields?
Thank you, darling.
Huh? Okay. Give me your address. I know I got it, but hand it to me anyway.
104 Jones Street.
Right here in the middle. Give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. Who did he say? Yeah, I don't remember. I think he said 58 here. Small one for her. Her name ain't that long. I said, I gotta get a small one for her. Yeah. You got lots of stuff. You want to set it in my office until you're ready to go, or you want to set it back here somewhere? No, y'all have to sit down there until you're called up.
Anything you need?
Cindy, can you, so when we go in now, I just call.
You just called Mayor Pro Tem. She's gonna reconvene just one last time. And then that was Brent's idea. And then call Reverend Stahl Smith and just keep going.
And Evelyn Cox will perform the national anthem.
Mm-hmm.
And then oath of office, the elected official. Who's this? I go last, right?
You go last. Kate is first, and you're gonna do hers. Karen, is Seth gonna stay to do yours?
Yes.
Okay. Karen is Magistrate Howard Herring. So just, and call them in order, and I will get with them to sign them, because signing them tonight is too much.
Right, now.
But
You
you
don't have
can
this,
read it
I
from
can
there.
read it. Good deal.
You can read from there. Let me just give you one at once, because there's two of them.
No, she's gonna reconvene. Back will reconvene.
What? What's wrong? We can. I didn't have one. I figured the mayor was gonna call them. Pat.
I reconvene the board. I reconvene the board. And then Reverend Stahl Smith come behind me. You all do that. You will do that. I don't have to. From here, right? And here, if you need to know who you're calling, because who's swearing them in is down here. Green light off.
Still running. Hey, let's go.
They're not through with me yet. One thing I forgot to say in my remarks is that I guess I'm really, really proud of the fact that I was the first woman of color to be elected by the citizens of Oxford for Board of Commissioners. May not mean much to you, but it means a lot to me. Now I would like to reconvene for the purpose of administering an oath of office. First, we'll have prayer by Reverend Stahl Smith, Oxford United Methodist Church.
I invite you to pray with me. Almighty and eternal God, there is nowhere that's outside of your providence, grace, and love. Tonight we ask that you would bless our city, that it might be a place of abundance and peace. For these officials making their commitment to serve us, give them understanding and integrity, that through their actions, that the rights of all might be safeguarded and that justice would be done. We pray that you'd give us all the spirit of wisdom, charity, and courage. Amen.
At this time, the national anthem will be performed by Evelyn C. Couch. All stand, please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming on bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say doth the star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Super Bowl ain't got nothing on us. Administering the oath of office to elected officials. Kate Kelly, Commissioner-elect, administering oath of office, Mayor Guillermo Nurse. She's going to get the Bible. Hold on. We need that. Praise. Place your right hand on the Bible. Praise.
I, Kate Kelly, do solemnly affirm that I will support.
Hold on. Y'all see?
Can't do without her.
There you are.
Let's go again. I, Kate M. Kelly, do solemnly affirm
I, Kate Kelly, do solemnly affirm
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and law
the Constitution and law
of the United States
of the United States
and the constitutions and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as City Commissioner
as City Commissioner
for the City of Oxford,
for the City of Oxford,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Kate. You're John Hancock.
Danger.
Thank you. This one's amazing. Karen McGee, Commissioner-elect, administering the oath of office, Magistrate Howard Herring, Jr. Okay.
I state your full name.
Karen McGee,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that you will support and maintain
that I will support and
the
maintain
Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that you will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of your office
the duties of my office
as City Commissioner
as City Commissioner
for the City of Oxford,
for the City of Oxford,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Like your dad, I got your opinion ready. All right, take your seat. S. Quan Bridges, Commissioner-elect, administering oath, Judge Henry Banks. Where did the Bible go? I get the Bible. Jeff Bridges.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. As you see, we have one big happy family. When Commissioner Bridges starts receiving those late night calls, I wonder. I wonder. But this is a pleasure. I have the distinct honor of administering oath to my very good friend, S. Quan Bridges. For almost 45 years, we've been friends. But not only that, when I was a I was a busy lawyer practicing law, I tried to make it a habit of hiring young lawyers to give them a start and give them a chance. One of the luckiest things that happened to me, I hired a young man. I had 3 criteria. Number 1, smart. Number 2, respectful. And number 3, know the law. So who did I come up with? This young man here. And I'm so proud of him. When he called me, I thought I would have a conflict for my county over in Vance County. But the way things worked out, I'm here. And again, I'm just pleased. One of the things that we're witnessing here tonight is democracy. What you see here is part of our democracy. It's democracy in action. One of the things we do when we want to elect people who can lead our community, people say, well, I think I can do that job. I want to run. And people run for a particular office simply because they feel they can do it. And one of the things we as citizens do, we look at them, we make judgments about them, and we cast our vote one way or the other. And this community cast its vote in the majority for this young man standing here tonight with his family. I always say, because I did this quite frankly for 12 and a half years over in Henderson before I became a judge, practicing law and all those things. This is the only level of government where people can pick up their telephone and call you. This is the only level of government where they can come and knock on your door. That is why you need to do right by people. One of the things that people look for is leadership. When you look for leadership in the people that you elect, you know you can sleep good at night because this community is in good hands. We have a young man here who displays all the leadership in the world. And that is why we feel so indebted to have him. One of the things I always say when those people either call you or knock on your door, in Vance County, one of the big things, and I was on the council at the time, usually about 11 o'clock on Sunday morning, and it was happened all the time on a regular basis. Well, you know, I went to the graveyard and someone had run over my mother's grave. And as a councilman, you know how to treat people with respect because you want to say, look, I'm busy. I'm trying to go to church. But part of your duty as an elected official is to be patient and be respectful to those who are around you and depend on you. So I'm saying all that in a long roundabout way that we have a man here who will show leadership to this community and he will be respectful. I know it because I've been with him or he's been with me for over 45 years now. So I know I'm lucky. I don't know how he feels, but we've been in it together and I'm so happy. At this time, Mr. Bridges, are you prepared to take the oath again for Commissioner for the great city of Oxford?
I am prepared.
And when you take this oath, do you request to have someone stand with you?
Yes, my beautiful wife Paula and my wonderful daughters Angelica and Adrian and my granddaughter Faith.
Okay.
Who is loud.
All right, at this time, please repeat after me. I, please state your name.
I, Quan Bridges,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support
that I will support
and maintain
the
Constitution
Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
discharge
discharge
the duties
the duties
of my office
as
City Commissioner
City Commissioner
for the City of Oxford,
for the city of Oxford,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations. Gordon, don't get carried away.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, he's in your hands now, too.
Thank you. All right.
Scotty Brooks, Commissioner-elect, administering oath, retired U.S. Army Colonel Dan Berneau. U.S.
I heard you.
Okay. What's that? All right.
Beat Navy.
Say it again.
Beat Navy.
All right. Mm-mm. You got the
I
mic.
state your full name.
I, Scotty Brooks,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as City Commissioner
as City Commissioner
for the City of Oxford, North Carolina.
for the City of Oxford, North Carolina.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And He will.
Amen.
I guess I'll call Navy up one more time. Guillermo Nurse, Mayor-elect, administering office of oath, Seth Lumpkin. Seth, they can't do without us. Right hand. Right hand on it. Raise the left. Okay.
All right. I, Guillermo Nurse,
I, Guillermo Nurse,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as mayor for the city of Oxford,
as mayor of the city of Oxford,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You can use my pen. Here you go. Yes, it's green.
It's green.
Army green. See, he killed it.
We need one with a feather on it.
That ends my duties to the city of Oxford for the time being.
We have a few city business we have to do. First item is consider approving the 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting dates and time. There are significant changes to 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting schedule. The agenda meetings will take place on the first Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. The regular meetings will take place on the second Tuesday each month at 6 p.m. Staff recommends approving the 2026 Board of Commissioners meeting dates and time. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Commissioner Bridges. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner McGee. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 8.2, elect Mayor Pro Tempore. At this time, we're accepting nominations to the Mayor Pro Tem position. Do I have a nomination?
I'd like to nominate John Toby.
Nomination by Commissioner Kate Kelly for John Toby. Do I have any other nomination?
I would like to nominate Commissioner Quan Bridges.
Commissioner Quan Bridges by Carlos Velez, Commissioner Velez. Okay, at this time, the city clerk will hand out the ballots, and you will cast your vote via the ballots. Cindy would get it. Yes, pass. At this time, we have a 4-3 decision for Commissioner Tovey. We have Commissioner Tovey, we have Commissioner McCray, Commissioner Brooks, Commissioner John Tovey, Commissioner Kate Kelly. For Commissioner Bridges, we have Commissioner Velez, Commissioner Bridges, and Commissioner McGee. So at this time, John Tovey is elected by the board to be the Mayor Pro Tem this term. Thank you, Mayor.
Who does he want?
I, John Tovey,
I, John Tovey,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution of laws of North Carolina,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistently therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as Mayor Pro Tem
as Mayor Pro Tem
for the City of Oxford,
for the City of Oxford,
North Carolina,
North Carolina.
so help me God.
So help me God. Thank you. I've got to sign.
Sign with a blue pen.
Blue pen.
Where's she at?
Oh dear, excuse me.
It's a navy blue pen.
I like the Navy. My father was in the Navy.
At this time, oops. At this time, newly elected officials may address the public, may do some remarks. And we have Mrs. Kate, Commissioner Kate Kelly.
Thank you, everybody. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you this evening. I want to thank former Mayor Pro Tem Fields and Commissioner Lumpkin for their leadership throughout the years. I also think it is an honor to stand with all of my fellow commissioners as we take on this responsibility together. Oxford has become a home to me in every sense of the word, and having a chance to serve this community truly means a lot to me. I look forward to the work ahead and the chance to support our neighborhoods, to strengthen our infrastructure, and to make City Hall a more transparent and organized place for all of the people that rely on it. My goal is simple. It is to serve with intention, be honest, and stay grounded in what our residents need. So I am grateful this moment, and I am ready to move Oxford forward. Thank you.
At this time, the Commissioner McGee.
I want to first thank the citizens of Oxford. I consider it an honor to serve you all. I look forward to serving with this board. I got to know 3 of them quite well during early voting, during the cold and the rain, and it was a good time. So I look forward to getting to know those who are the incumbents here. And starting in January, one of the things I said at the forum that I was going to meet with citizens regularly. So I'll be coming out with a schedule for myself, at least for the first quarter, see how it goes, to meet with citizens at the library. And I'll be putting out the times and whatnot so that we can actually have a dialogue. And you can tell me what's important to you. I can tell you what's going on with us here in the city. And I look forward to serving you. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Quan Bridges.
Yes, sir. I want to say this, and I'm sorry that Judge Banks had to leave. He probably didn't expect the meeting to run quite this long. But, he gave me a job in 1984, when I was a young lawyer. And, he said, I really believe in you, young man, and I want to help you get going and learn to practice law. And it's interesting, he has sworn me in for each term that I've had as city commissioner. I'll be going into my 15th year as city commissioner of Oxford. And not only has he sworn me in each time that I've been reelected as a commissioner, he also swore me in when I was appointed judge by the governor of North Carolina. I want to, first of all, thank all of the folks that supported me during the election, who believe in me, who know that I care about this community and that I want to see nothing but good things happen. You know, my family had to leave also, but you know, that woman that stood beside me every time I got sworn in for any position, she stood by my side. And believe you me, she has not always supported my decisions about running, okay? But that's what a wife does. She works, helps raise the children, and she supports you. And I wanted her to be here, but you know, and I wanted to tell her how much I appreciate that. Because one thing, you men that are married, you better treat that wife good because she's there for you. And I look forward to the future. I'm going to continue to work hard for the city of Oxford as I have done for 14 years. And I will work with these new commissioners and certainly answer any questions they may have and be supportive of them. And then my colleagues that have been here on the board, I want to continue to be a resource for them also. And I just thank you for this opportunity to serve again. Thank you.
Commissioner Scotty Brooks.
To the city of Oxford, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you for the next 4 years. To the 4 commissioners that voted for me to take Brian Kahn's seat, 2 of which are here, Commissioner Velez, 3, Commissioner Tovey, my good friend, Commissioner McCray, and Commissioner Lumpkins. Thank you for giving me a year of dress rehearsal. I don't know why I decided to go for 4 more years, but having this on-the-job training, I do know, having this on-the-job training has been instrumental in my decision, and it's been instrumental in my success being a commissioner for this great city. To all my supporters, I thank you for the prayers. I thank you for the donations. I thank you for your time and your effort and all of your encouragement. I literally could not have done it without you. Zaire McRae, my awesome campaign manager, no way I get this W without her. She's in the Army as well. So Guillermo, you outnumbered here. I got a colonel, 2 colonels. You outnumbered here, but she's been a lifelong friend, and she really did everything that I needed to keep me straight. So thank you. To my mother, Peach Pie, and my dad, Alan. Nothing I do in this life that's of any good is not because of them and my grandparents and my family. My family is everything to me, and they've been everything to me. To my wonderful daughter, thank you for your help and your encouragement. So for the next 4 years, what do I plan to do for the city of Oxford? There are places in Oxford, and it's too numerous to really tell you, but they are called underserved communities. I want to abolish that word in Oxford from now on. We're gonna go from underserved, we're gonna strike the under, and these communities are just going to be served. So we're gonna give you some visual representation of your tax dollars hard at work. All of the neighborhoods can't look like College Street, but we can dress them up a little bit nicer than they are. And so that's a goal. So again, Oxford, North Carolina, thank you. I love you. A lot of people talk trash about Oxford. I'm not one of them, because without this town, I would not be who I am. So thank you, Oxford. I love you.
That's it. The city manager told me we had 2 hours for these speeches, but they only used 20 minutes, so I'm gonna sit down and I'll take the other hour and 40 minutes while we're here. First and foremost, I give thanks to Almighty God. Without him, I would not be standing here tonight. He has guided my steps, carried me through challenge after challenge, and reminded me why true service matters. I want to thank my family. Your sacrifice, your patience, your prayers, and your love have sustained me through this journey. This moment belongs to you as much as it belongs to me. A mi familia, gracias por su amor, su paciencia y sus oraciones. Todo lo que soy, se los debo a ustedes. To the citizens of Oxford, thank you. To those who voted for me, thank you for your trust. To those who did not, thank you as well for trusting me to serve as your mayor. I stand here not as the mayor of some, but as the mayor of all the people of Oxford. I'm deeply grateful to our city staff who serve this community every day with professionalism and commitment. To the city manager, Brent Taylor, thank you for your leadership. For the fire chief, David Cottrell, thank you for your wisdom, courage, and service. To our planning director, Cheryl Hart, thank you for your professionalism and dedication to Oxford future. And Melanie from Finance Department, thank you for your integrity, stewardship. Also, our newly interim police chief, Carol, thank you for stepping in and taking the responsibility of leading the police department. And Melissa, our HR director. I also want to thank our city attorney who left, Tom Burnett. Tom, you have guided this city through difficult legal challenges. We had them recently. With wisdom, patience, and steady counsel, you're always there when we need you. Thank you. To Board of Commissioners, my first term was not easy. It tested us, but we came together, worked through challenges, and moved Oxford forward. For that, I'm thankful for all you guys. To those who work daily on my campaign, often without resting, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Candy Rogers, the key to the city, thank you for your dedication, service, and commitment to the city of Oxford. Mr. Michael Muhammad, thank you for your vision, determination, and for reminding us that leadership is not defined by the color of one's skin, but by character, purpose, and conviction, and by a deep belief in the liberty and justice for all. And to all the members of political mobilization effort, thank you for your organizing, your energy, and your unwavering commitment to civic engagement. Your work proves that real changes happens when people come together, lift one another, and choose participation silence. I'm gonna take a few minutes more, not another hour, and talk about some people in this community. I want to recognize Mr. Willie Bobo Morrow and his family, sit over here. Bo is more than a friend. He makes sure that when I represent the city, I look the part and honor the office, because this office belongs to the people. Too often we leave our own community looking for quality elsewhere, not realizing that right here in Oxford, we have one of the finest men's store anywhere. Bobo Shop represents local excellence, local pride, local investment, and supporting people like him is how to strengthen our city from inside out. Right alongside this example of service, I must recognize someone who has been a personal teacher and mentor to me, Mr. David Cottrell Sr., he's sitting up here. David, a former employee of the city, I still think he's an employee of the city. He has given more than 38 years of service to the city of Oxford. He has filled every leadership and supervisor position within the Public Works Department, including serving as Public Works Director. David never stopped serving. Recently, when all the leaf trucks were broke in the city, we noticed the leaves were all over. This man, along with his son, the fire chief, they dedicated a whole lot of time in repairing these equipment. Thank you, David. Again, we had some snow Yesterday, David made sure that every equipment was ready to operate. That's what I think commitment, leadership, and someone who loves his city and loves the citizen of this city. Shortly after I moved to Oxford, a man knocked my door asking for my vote. He didn't win that election, but something far greater came from that moment. Mr. Ed McCoy and his wife, Letty McCoy, became family to my wife and me. They're parental figures who fill a void in our lives with love, wisdom, and guidance. We share life together daily, and I'm forever grateful. That is Oxford. I also want to thank those who stood with us during the difficult moments, leaders who supported the city when it mattered most. Former Senator Mary Wills Bodie, State Representative Brian Kahn, State Senator Terrence Everett, and Congressman Don Davis. Thank you for standing with the city of Oxford. As we look ahead, we must speak about education because the future of Oxford is sitting in the classroom right now. And I'm proud of my board that we visit the schools quite often, and we're there with the schools. I recognize Dr. Brandon Williamson and the dedicated staff at CG Cradle Elementary School, along with West Oxford Elementary School, Wilton Elementary School, Northern Granville Middle School, and JF Webb High School. Thank you for shaping a life and opening doors for children. We're here to help build a future for the next generation. I stand here tonight so that every young man, every young woman, especially in our Latino community, can see what is possible. I'm not here because I come from a special family. I'm here because I was surrounded by people who believe in me. Para nuestra juventud, si se puede. Tu origen no define tu destino. Tu futuro está en tus manos. I'm really coming to the end now. I know you guys are asking when these won't shut up. I want every young person here this clearly. You can succeed and can achieve great things. Life is what you make it. As an immigrant, I'm proud to say 33 members of my family have served in the United States military. My son right now is in Korea. That is service. And I want to recognize the Veterans of Valor organization that we just founded recently. We started out maybe with 6 guys. And may I have my Veterans of Valor stand if you're here, if any of you guys are still here. Thank you. And before I close, I want to recognize 2 more people. Keith and Betty Galloway. They serve this community. Every function you have, they support everyone in this community. You'll be surprised how many charity foundation goes through there, and Betty and Keith are, and they're my brother, my sister. Thank you very much. Another guy that's not here is Mr. Terry Hopgood. Every Sunday morning at the Presbyterian Church, Terry is serving breakfast. 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Every morning that man is there. That's dedication, the type of people we have in Oxford. My friend, the Powell. Thank you very much, Robert, Lydia, and Stuart. I'm really at the end now. Tonight, I'm guided by the scripture that shaped my leadership. Where there's no vision, the people perish. Oxford has vision. Oxford have heart, but the work is not finished. Before I close, I want to take advantage of this moment and say this. Never forget this. Success belongs to everyone. Success does not belong to one person. It is the result of collaboration, contribution, people coming together as a team. I stand here today, but there are many people who know more than me and can do more than me. There's only one difference. The difference is not talent. The difference is opportunity. They never had the opportunity to do this. And I was lifted by people who believe in me. That is what success truly like. Before I step away, I'll leave you with 3 words. God, country, and honor. That is my compass. That is my promise. This is how I will serve. May God bless you, and may God bless the city of Oxford. Thank you. So this I have, if they want to, have three commissioners that normally love to speak, and if they want to, they can have 1 minute, because I already took 2 hours. Okay, so with that, nobody wants to speak. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Do I have a second? Second. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.